Hi, this is Carol. Wanted to talk to you today about body dysmorphic disorder. The reason I wanted to talk about it was several reasons. Somebody called me up and they were talking about that issue, and I thought, gosh, I need to do a video that does a little bit of talking about that. Do you know what that is? I know what that is. Basically, you start looking at certain parts of your body. Sometimes it's the whole body, but it may be just like super focused on one part of your body, and then you just kind of look at that and notice that it's imperfect, and then that kind of becomes your identity that that you're unhappy with. And guess what? That can cause us to eat, because then we're unhappy. We're looking at that and it's so imperfect and it's frustrating, and then we do addictions in order to not feel. But it is also, it's a mental health issue, and it's very real. And as I wrote about it in my book when I was going through my weight loss, that I would look at certain parts of my body. I look at my double chin. No, it's like a triple. It's like a triple chin. And I don't even have, that anymore. But I have the videos that show me every step of the way, losing the weight and talking about the chin. When is the chin going to go away? That was what I stared at. And eventually I didn't even notice that it was gone. And now it's been gone, I don't know, eight years or so. So I don't know if you ever deal with this, but it's interesting that we can super focus on any one part of our body as imperfect, and then we kind of generalize it to then that makes us imperfect and we're not worthy because we have something wrong with our body. But humans, we have stuff. There's medical things that we deal with. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because I'm currently recognizing I'm having a bit of a body dysmorphic disorder issue myself, but it's kind of it's an event that makes sense. So I had surgery last year. I had a total blockage, and the surgery was a long process. They had to cut me like this long, all the way down, and then put in staples, and it was a long healing procedure. And through that, of course, I've never been the same. And because you're never the same after that kind of abdominal surgery. You have a 70% chance of having scars and adhesions just from one surgery, let alone more than one. And I've had so many that I have track marks all over my stomach. So I had that surgery a year and a half ago. And what happened was, apparently, this is what I just figured out, that there was, when I went to the doctor, because I was in so much pain, there was a tear they could see on an MRI that was already happening in my body that was eventually going to cause a hernia. Nobody caught that at the time. And yet now, little by little, this tear became a hernia and another hernia. And I saw a surgeon today. Apparently, it's many hernias. So I'm like looking at that going, gosh, yeah, I don't like that. That's the one part of my body I don't like. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way I look these days, but I don't like that. And it's frustrating that I probably am looking, at least physically, the way I've always wanted to look. And now I'm staring at this one thing. And my doctor is giving me what my choices are. And yes, I will be having surgery. We're going to go a simple route. Should be outpatient, provided everything goes well. And yes, Ernesto, I will be at Kauai. That it's not going to hold me back. I mean, there should be, actually, I should be able to work really quickly. And they're going to put mesh in me because apparently my intestines have decided not to stay in my stomach lining. Isn't that special? So, of course, that's gross. And I forgot to put the gross thing on there, like a disclaimer. Don't listen to this because it's kind of gross. But it's just reality. You know, I am fallible, and it's, you know, it is what it is. Apparently my body just didn't heal well from that surgery that I had. So one more time, I will be going under the knife, I hope you give me your good thoughts when that happens. I'll let you know. But it's just so interesting that even when you get to the ideal weight, that there's still something, you know, we all have those things that we look at on our body or our face or, you know, anywhere. And we just want it different. But why not just do acceptance? So that's what I'm working on, is acceptance. You know, this is who I am right now. This is what I'm going through right now. And there's no getting away from that. That is just part of my journey. Waiting to hear that we might get into the office, I'm hoping, next week. We're getting so close. We just need somebody to go out there and do a little bit of work and have the fire inspector check it, and then we can move. So that's great. And I also have a speaking engagement Wednesday, Thursday next week in San Diego at a psychology, psychiatry, psychotherapy conference. I'm going to speak on hoarding. It's one of my things that I love to talk about is anxiety-based disorders. And continue to talk about unmasking. So I just told you that, you know, I have this part in my body that it's embarrassing to talk about, especially for me, because I don't like to talk about physical things. I don't know why, but that's like, don't talk about physical things. But for whatever reason, I decided, you know, to mention that this is a part of what I'm going through. So what? You know, I'm speaking next week. The week after that, I'm doing an authors gathering. And the week after that, I'm sitting on a mental health panel. And my surgeon is going to do the surgery November 5th because that was his first opening. And that's fine with me because I'm not ready for this stuff. At the same time, would I like my body to look better? Yes, I would. And is that the most important thing in the world? No. The most important thing for me is to keep moving forward with these visioning and my business and, you know, getting through my fears of taking out a loan, which I'm trying to do right now, so that I can expand my business. It's scary stuff, but if I can do it, you can do it. You know the game. Have a great day, take risks, and recognize that, you know, we have to accept these things about ourselves. We're all imperfect. We're human. Sounds pretty normal to me. Have a great day. Bye.